I don't like sharing my space to anyone. Um, I don't even know if this is something people will relate to or if it's just me being, too much in my own world. But I want to talk about how I've become really selfish with my personal space in a very intentional way. For the longest time, like 13 years, I was always sharing apartments with other people. And if you are an expat, you already know how that goes. You don't always get to choose who you live with. You always have to compromise and tolerate a lot of things like noise, different habits, different personalities, different energies. And, for a long time, I just have to find my way how to live in a situation where I have to deal with all these differences. And also at the time, I thought I don't have any other choice. But then in 2025, I have had it. So I finally made the decision to move out and live on my own. Technically, I'm still renting, of course, but I live alone now, and I cannot even explain how big that decision was for me because, it's not cheap to be living on your own. This apartment takes a huge portion of my salary, like a painful portion, to be honest. So it wasn't just a I want this decision. It was a I'm willing to sacrifice for this kind of decision. And now I'm about to celebrate my first year living alone in a few months. And I was thinking this is probably the best time to talk about my situation as someone who lives alone because I know that a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of people are wanting so bad to be living on their own and, make their own rules in their own place. Oh, by the way, I'm drinking. Unfortunately, the place where I ordered my usual matcha are no longer delivering in the UAE. So I just realized I've become very protective of my space, like really, really protective to the point where people might think I'm being too much or like I'm being weird or even selfish. Some of my coworkers know that I live alone. Of course, we talk about things like this sometimes because that's a common topic for us, like our living situations, being an expat and, talking about our struggles, the pros and cons, and majority of them are fine living with someone else. Some of them are, they're saying that they're really just extroverted and very social, even at home. They like talking, hanging out, having people around, and I do respect that. But for me, it's different because after work, I don't have the energy anymore. I I'm already surrounded by people the whole day, with all these passengers, all my coworkers, all these conversations, noise. So when I go home, I don't want to talk at all. I don't want to explain my day. I don't want to listen to someone else's problems. Not because I don't care. Well, sometimes I really don't care, but overall, because I'm just already tired, exhausted, and I think that's something people don't always understand. They think being alone means you are lonely, but for me, being alone is how I recharge. It's how I feel like myself again. And this is where it gets a bit tricky because some people joke about it. They will ask me, "So when can we visit your place?" Or "Show us your apartment. Why are you hiding it?" And most of the time I just laugh it off. I mean, I show them the small parts of it through photos uh, of my apartment, but not the whole thing. And honestly, there's nothing to hide. I'm not hiding anything at all. It's just that my place, it's very small, it's very simple, but it's clean, it's mine. That's all. But the thing is, it's also not about how it looks, it's about how it feels. The moment someone steps into that space, or in my space, I feel exposed, because in a studio there's really no separation, no walls, no, this part is private. Like as soon as you open the door, you will see my bed, my kitchen, my closet, my routines, my life. And I don't know how to explain it, but that feels too personal for me. It makes me feel very exposed. And even when people ask me where I live exactly, sometimes I hesitate to answer, because I uh not because I don't trust them, but because why do you need to know that? Like, I want that part of my life to just be mine. And I know for some people that that sounds kind of extreme. They'll be like very defensive, like, "Oh, we're just asking. Why can't you tell? We're not gonna go there anyway." Uh, Again, I don't feel like there's a need for them to know where I actually live exactly. And if you are someone like me, you will understand this part. There's something about having a space where no one knows, no one drops by, no one has access to you. And that feels so safe for me, because I've experienced the opposite before. People would just come over and announce. And some people love that. They find it really sweet and thoughtful, like they feel cared for. But personally, I really don't like it. It makes me very uncomfortable, to be honest. Again, not because I'm hiding anything, not because my place is not clean or presentable, but because I wasn't ready mentally. I need time to prepare, not just the space, but myself. And it's the same with going out. I cannot do any more spontaneous plans like I used to. Those, let's go out today, or tomorrow let's go to a coffee shop. Like, I need time, and I need enough days to fully prepare for it mentally and physically. And sometimes, even if I say yes days before, there will be times when the day comes, when I finally need to go out and meet friends, like, I don't feel like going out anymore. And I used to feel bad about that. Like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just be, easygoing like other people? But now you know, I'm starting to understand and accept it. Like, I'm not like other people. I'm not like the majority, unfortunately or fortunately. Depends on how you view it. I think I've just reached a point in my life where my peace feels more valuable than anything else. And this this space that I worked so hard for, this small quiet apartment, it's not just a place, it's my reset button. It's where I don't have to pretend, perform. It's where I don't have to explain myself. It's where I can just exist without any effort, you know. I have some cashew nuts here and some dark chocolate. So yeah, I've become selfish with my place. Sometimes I still feel guilty, like maybe I'm pushing people away, maybe I'm becoming too distant, maybe I'm becoming too comfortable being alone. But at the same time, I also feel relief, calm. I feel the feeling of having clarity. And I think for the first time in a long time, I feel safe in my own life. Maybe in the future, I'll, invite one or two people over, people that I really, really trust, people that I feel very, very comfortable with, people who understands my boundaries. But those big gatherings that most of my kababayans or most Filipino does, um, I don't think so. No, that's not the kind of um, gathering that I wanted to have for myself. It's not happening, and I'm okay with that. If you're someone like me who values their space a little too much, and who needs silence to feel okay, who doesn't like unannounced visits, who protects their peace even if people don't really understand them, I uh, I think I just want you to know that you are not weird, you're not wrong. You just know what your energy can handle, and you're just aware and someone who knows how to protect your peace. And maybe that's something we should listen to more. I'm still trying to learn to accept this 100%. I'm still trying to not feel super guilty about it. Still trying to, you know, accept that this is just who I am now in my 40s, enjoying the life alone. Um, yeah, still, I think this version of me is the most honest one so far. And honestly, I kind of like her. So, yeah, thank you for listening. Cheers.